We are back to the warehouse for Blitzball Battle 6. I am the best predictor of all time. Let's talk Blitzball. Welcome to the Blitzball Boys, the podcast about Blitzball and boys, but lately about Blitzball. I'm your co-host, Brendan Ruppel, along with my fellow host, Peter Del Rey.
Hey, Brendan!
Hey! What an
The finals are set, Brendan.
You got rid of the wrestler intros after the interviews.
No, they're only during the interviews.
But I like the energy. You just reminded me of that. It's so fun.
I know.
Bring it back for the
too bad,
championship.
Brendan. Maybe if we interview you, we'll.
Ooh, you and Drew Davis interview me.
Me and Drew will interview you. How are you the best predictor of all time?
At the end of last episode, I said Shelfie's going to hit a big home run. And that's kind of the entire game.
Rewind that real quick.
I love you, Peter.
That's
Whoa.
Crazy.
That was weird.
I have the power. We have the finals. The finals are set.
They're happening now
I was
as we
telling you
speak.
before, Brendan and I have been talking for an hour, and
It's
I
true.
should have gone back and listened to what my prediction was last episode, but I didn't. So I don't know what I
Well,
said.
if
I
your
probably
prediction
said
was
MacFlurry.
that Colin's going to take a big shit, then that would have been right.
They brought up Colin's tight pants, which we have been letting him off easy on.
Yeah, we've been off of cock talk this season.
We've been off of Hogwatch.
Yeah.
So
And it's honestly hogwash. We've been doing that.
it's Hogwash. It's absolute
It's
Hogwash.
absolute hogwash.
This is another kind of boring game. For a while, I thought it was going to be similar to, what was it, Whack versus Del Caribe?
Uh-huh.
Where it was like a double no-hit. Del Caribe versus Woogas. It was Del Caribe versus Woogas, where it was
Woogas,
2 hits in
Woogas.
the game. Other team got no hit.
Oh, right.
I thought it was
but
going to be
this game, the pitching was very good, though. I really enjoyed the pitching matchups. And that one hit was really exciting.
What was that one hit again, Brendan? Why don't you burn it for us?
Oh, it was a big old dong piece.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Like two angry girls on prom night, it's a battle of the heels. MacFlurry Power takes on Forgotten Rotten as K-Mac starts with a MacFlurry of sinkers and sliders to strike out the side. But we haven't forgotten how filthy rotten pitchers. Oh, I haven't had this in a while. We've been nonsensing for too long. Trevor's pitching is he breezes through the ice-cold bats of MacFlurry. Tie ball game in the second before Daniel Michael goes top shelfie. 2-run home run against the best pitcher in the warehouse. What's the difference between jelly and jam? Ask your dads for the ending to that joke. 2 jam shots and a strikeout of K-Mac to end the game and send Forgotten Rotten to the championship.
What's the difference between jelly and jam? Ask your dads for the end of that joke. Don't.
You should. They might not know
Okay.
it.
You know what? Don't listen to me.
Let us know in
not
the
your
comments
dad.
what the answer to that joke
You
is.
put it in the comments.
Put it in
What's
the
the answer to that?
What's the answer to that joke?
Jelly jam. What's the difference?
What's the
What
difference?
What are you gonna jam? Rude. It's rude.
It's rude. It's rude.
It's a rude way to start the pod. Lucenzo Cabinetti got a lot of nicknames this episode. He got it.
He got
Good
it.
job.
He got it.
Proud of you, Tyler Poof. Pretty good on the mound, Brendan.
He's good and he's confident. He's cocky and I love it. These are some of my favorite
Colin's
teams to
cocky.
watch. Yeah. Oh, we're back. We're back in cock talk.
We're at
These are the two cocky teams. They're funny. I like them. This is kind of like last season when you get that matchup between Love Yous and Forgotten Rotten. And it's just like Nikki and Trev bumping uglies. And thanks.
That means they're fucking. I don't know if that's what you were going for, but that's what it means.
It can mean that. And it does mean that.
What's the heels thing that you were talking about?
Like these are like two teams that are like that act like heels. Like
Yeah, no, I
Trevor,
understand
yeah.
that much.
Oh, okay.
I get that much. What about the prom night thing? 2 girls on prom night.
they wear heels.
Are they taking their shoes off?
They're
and
two angry
attacking
girls
each
wearing
other?
heels. Yeah, they're attacking each other. I don't know.
Wow. All right, Brendan, your birds have gotten worse.
No. Two angry girls on prom night, 2 heels? That's good.
You're just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping it sticks
That's
at this
good.
point.
I'm gonna read it again.
All right, from the top.
2 angry girls on prom night. It's a battle of the heels. That's so good. That's the best thing I've ever
What
done.
what do Angry Birds have to do with this?
That's a good.
Brendan and I we're on for an hour, just talking nonsense to each other, and I fear we've gone too far.
We've gone too far.
I fear that Brendan and we try to get each other hyped up before the shows by talking nonsense. Drew joined in for a little bit.
Yeah, he learned a little bit too much about me.
We went too far. We went too far. So let's get into
Let's rein it back in. Rein it back in. Let's agree the burns have been good, and then move on afterwards.
We're not going to do that. We're going to agree the burns have been subpar.
Let us know in the comments if the burns have been good, or if Peter's a big fat fatty.
Wow.
Both things can't be true.
Both things cannot be true. I guess I'm going to have to eat this one because the burns have been good.
You would.
Oh, I walked right into it.
Hey, please get us back because it's happening again.
In my own house. After the first inning, Brendan, I thought this might be a perfect game situation.
Oh, all the way around.
K-Mac was filthy, dirty, nasty.
He really was.
Dirty.
I was watching that and I was like, oh shit, he's really good. He's going to take this to the plate. He did not. He got something.
Well, we don't know that for
jammed
sure.
Down his, yeah.
Brendan, their dads are going to tell them that.
Okay.
He was amazing. 3 strikeouts made Shelfie and Trev look ridiculous.
Yep.
Completely and totally ridiculous.
Yeah.
I really thought like MacFlurry had it. I thought MacFlurry had it. Oh, Brendan, I forgot to tell you, I've been experimenting with
drugs.
I've been experimenting with alcohol. I've been experimenting with statistics. And I have a new pitcher efficiency rating system. I'm doing pitches thrown over bases allowed minus pitches thrown per out recorded. And the lower the lower the number is, the better efficient the pitcher is.
So like least total bases allowed?
Well, because like we can't really do things
based
by
on
innings.
How much you've pitched based on okay, I see what you're saying.
Right, because if you do things by innings, it's such a small sample size.
Right, because the outs really tell you how much you've pitched.
Right, and by the end of the tournament, everybody has over 50 pitches thrown. So it's a decent way of measuring it, where before we just had pitches over balls.
So it tells you who gets lit up and who does not.
Well, it tells you who is getting more outs than they're allowing base runners, right?
Yeah.
So like Jack Doyle is throwing 17 pitches
17 outs
per base allowed. No.
Oh.
So he'll throw 17 pitches before he allows a base, whereas he's throwing 7.85 pitches per out. Make sense? So then the efficiency rating is a negative 9.15, which means he's getting more outs than he's allowing base run. Like he's throwing.
He's getting an out before he's letting up a base runner.
Exactly.
Okay.
By 9-ish pitches.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Exactly.
I got a little lost with the amount of pitches thrown in there too.
I know. I'm sorry. If you were looking at the stat sheet, it would make a lot more sense. Okay. There's only 5 players. This is why I bring it up.
Okay.
There's only 5 players with a negative pitch efficiency in this tournament. Okay. Jack is the best with a negative 9.15. Lou is the worst of the 5 with a negative 1.64. Right? Good pitchers, I would say. These 2 guys are great pitchers. The other 3 played in this game, Brendan.
Wow.
The other 3 played in this game. Trevor, negative 3.57. So he's getting outs, 4 pitches earlier than he is allowing a base runner. Both Colin and K-Mac are negative 6 something. So K-Mac is a negative 6.67. Colin is a negative 6.11.
That tracks. So these are 3 of the best 4 pitchers in the warehouse right now.
3 of the best 4.
Yeah.
And it's really good. Now, here's the difference. Delphi, positive 9.9. Now, we're seeing him bring it back to BB4.
Yeah,
whoa.
For sure.
Skipped one. He's bringing it back to BB5.
Bring back BB4 when he didn't play.
When he didn't play. We're at a perfect 0. He's bringing it back now. So this is kind of inflated by his early game pitching. where he's at a 9.9, which is not great, but he is. I'm interested. I wish that I was tracking this from the beginning because I'm interested to see how he's going to evolve. Brendan, do you want to guess who the worst in the tournament has been? In terms of this bullshit, there's also one person.
First thing that comes to mind is Joe's.
Correct.
Nice. Nailed it.
Only 3 people have double digits positive. Only 3.
Okay.
Joe's 46.38.
Ooh.
Pretty
Sounds
bad.
Sounds bad.
Jolly 30.83.
Forgot he played this tournament.
Jake 12.81.
Nice.
Dan Rourke, perfect 0.
That's
nice. That is crazy to me.
Yeah, interesting.
But
I mean, you figured out how to calm us down by talking about a bunch of numbers.
By talking about all that nerd shit. you
fucking dork.
You kind of do that. You did that thing where you calmed us down by talking about all that nerd shit. It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
3 strikeouts right away. I thought that it was going to be more of the same in the second inning, and it might have been if Tyler Poof wasn't trying to be too much of a little Weisenheimer by hitting.
He was being a little Weisenheimer, wasn't he?
He hit K-Mac twice to start K-Mac's at bat, and he kind of got in the hole a little bit. And I think if he was just trying to pitch,
he's so confident he didn't even care if he walked the first guy.
Didn't even care.
Were you rooting for anybody in particular in this game? Because I was rooting for MacFlurry Power.
I was no. I was rooting for a good game. I think both of these teams I've had fun watching up to this point. Towards the end of the game, I was rooting for MacFlurry Power just because I think they would give We Got Ice a better fight. And I kind of like their 1-inning game made me want more out of them.
Yeah.
Like out of that matchup. So I was kind of rooting for them towards the end, but man, the way this game ended was awesome. So
yeah, it was.
I was happy with that. Then Trev gets, strikeout, gets K-Mac to tap one over to him to get out, and then another strikeout. 1-inning game.
And just like that, his curveballs are just looking fucking so filthy.
Whose?
Trevor's. Just so good.
Whose?
Tyler.
That's right.
Poof.
Poof. Poof sound effect.
Poof. That's your poof.
Here's your poof. Colin then gets on the mound, which is we've been excited for, and 2 quick outs to Shelfie and Trev, Lucenzo, Cabinetti, and Tyler.
Then he gets the 2 strikes on Shelfie.
We'll
walk first.
Then he hits Trev. 3 hit by pitch.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is that Shelfie was looking entirely non-competitive up to this point. He got frozen on strikeouts. Was it all 3 of his strikeouts?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were all backwards Ks. And then
to a point where in the field they're talking like about their strikeout celebration before he throws the next pitch.
Right.
And I think that you said a little bit in your notes how he looked like he was amped up, and I think them talking about that got him excited, and he wanted that that big moment, and it got him too amped up. He threw like a 74 or 73. I think he struck out Shelfie on a 74-mile-per-hour pitch.
He did.
And then run that back. Obviously, it's a ball.
Bring that back over here.
And I think they talked about it a little bit in the broadcast, and I think that Shelfie said it also. Why'd you throw that pitch? He throws a hanging slider when he has not been able to even come close to touching the underarm sinker or underarm riser. His bread and butter. Like those are the 2 pitches that got him the plastic surgeon last year, or the year before now. I forget how long ago it was. But like he hit that Dalton crazy MVP season was because of that combination.
Right.
The slider can be crazy, and it is a fun party trick, but I don't think it needs to. It should be your third of 3 pitches. You shouldn't throw it that much in that bat. But I guess maybe he thought, well, if I'm throwing these other pitches too hard, I should throw a breaker, so that'll be underneath the speed limit because it has more movement. Maybe that was the thought process, but he shouldn't have thrown out the slider. He should have gone back to the bread and butter, either the sinker or the riser, and it hung it.
Adrenaline. Yeah. Adrenaline is a crazy thing. It makes you do things that you probably shouldn't be doing. Hung one. Shelfie hit a home run. Deja vu.
What's that?
That's a deja vu noise. Everybody knows it.
Oh.
Everybody put in the comments if you know that that's the deja vu noise. Please. Deja vu. Have you been to space before? Right. Is that the lyrics to that song?
I think so.
Deja vu. Brendan, after this podcast, you should listen to this song because it's crazy.
Okay.
Lyrics. Not Olivia Rodrigo. Initial D. Deja vu. Initial D. I think it says deja vu. Have you been to space before? Higher than. Where is it? No, it doesn't. I've just been in this place before, higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. You will really like this song.
Our new theme song.
New theme song. Deja vu. Everybody write in the comments. Brendan, should you listen to this song or no? Shelby had a home run. Brendan called it.
I did call it. Peter didn't remember. He thinks I'm a liar.
Yeah. Congratulations, Brendan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then Trevor strikes out, but as I wrote in my notes, Brendy, was it too late for MacFlurry Power?
I didn't think it was. I was watching this and I was like, K-Mac had a great day on the mound. It's time for him to be great at the plate, but he hasn't looked good so far. And he got all 3 of the outs for his team.
You know what I want to know? How unlucky has K-Mac been this tournament? Because it feels like out of everybody who's been getting out, most of his outs, more than anybody else, are coming from like fielded balls.
Yeah, but I think he's making especially weak contact. I think everyone kind of knows how to pitch. Was that going to happen no matter what I said? Like I said, I hate to keep going back to the jam and jelly. But he really was getting jammed like crazy. And those balls were all like the bitchiest pop-ups. I guess people know to pitch him in. It's weird that you can pitch a lefty so inside and it works, but maybe K-Mac's got too big of a swing. But after that first pop, I'm like, I don't know. It feels like his bat is just dead because he just keeps hitting the handles. I didn't have much faith in him after the first one.
Shit. Let's see.
Shit.
It looks like I was correct.
About?
K-Mac has the most outs from non-strikeouts.
So he's striking out less. But still not
he's striking out less. He's not barreling. Well, yeah, he's not barreling or like people are making unbelievable plays.
Right.
He has 7 outs that were not strikeouts. Next is Jimmy Norp, who has 6, and then Jimmy, John Boy, and Trevor are tied with 5. But
a couple of those I can also remember like a crazy play against them too.
Jimmy, John Boy specifically I would think he had the softest contact out of everybody in the entire tournament.
Yeah.
For his outs. But K-Mac pops one up. Shelfie volleyball shelf fucking sets it to himself.
Yeah. Catches it in his mouth. And then spits it like Birdo.
Which is a classic volleyball play. He sets it to himself. I remember watching it and being like, that's hysterical. Somebody was saying tip drill. I was like, he fucking full on set it like he was playing volleyball in gym class.
Yeah,
just
knock it up.
Made that play. 6-pitch walk to Colin to walk him. And then another pop-up from K-Mac, caught by Ryan Cohen this time. And who comes in but Tyler Poof, the closer himself. And then he hits Colin 3 times, just like Colin did to him. And then
Colin, like, at this point, is really the only chance that they have at coming back in this game.
Right, because K-Mac kind of fell apart at the end.
He did. You feel bad because we've been talking about how Colin has been hitting recently, and K-Mac keeps saying, like, we're not a hitting team, and we're not a hitting team. Like, Colin's kind of starting to do it. It's your turn to show up, and he just didn't.
Right. But K-Mac doesn't show up again. Strikes out. Forgotten Rotten's in the final. Something that I didn't see coming, especially after their first couple of games.
Yeah.
Because we got ice versus Forgotten Rotten. Forgotten Rotten lost without checking, Brendan. What was the score
of this game? 25.
No, we got ice versus Forgotten Rotten in their first game.
Oh.
Rotten had a meltdown on the mound.
10-0.
Close. 9.
Oh.
9-0. And then they played Baggage and they won 3-9. And then since then it's been all Forgotten Rotten. But they've played Baggage, then Del Caribe, then now MacFlurry Power, which is a good team, but it was a one-hit game.
Yeah.
So before we get into it, because that would have been a perfect segue into like what to watch for the finale.
Too bad.
But can't keep it.
Do it.
Can't keep it. It's because we said fuck you to all our fans last time.
Oh, we did. I forgot about that.
I guess it's. Do you have anything else to talk about? It really was a
no. I mean,
a lot of
I think everything I want to say now was for previewing the game we're going to watch later.
Player of the game.
Player of the game.
I told Brendan before the episode that I was thinking about giving this player of the game to
I forgot about this
Jack Doyle because I said, because Colin's performance wrapped up MVP for Jack. Because I really can't see anything happening. Like, even if Forgotten Rotten wins the finale, like Jack could go over 7, I think, and still be like top dog. But I'm gonna give it to Lucenzo Cabanetti.
Hey.
Lucenzo Cabanetti gets it, Shelfie, because he looked like he just wasn't there. He was a body. A cardboard cutout standing there getting struck out on pitches where he wasn't swinging.
Yeah.
And then he takes one for a ride. The mannequin came to life. And took that ball the fuck out of here.
Oof.
And he showed up where it counted. He was incredibly efficient on the mound. 9 pitches to get 2 outs. Good for you, brother.
Yep.
Right? It was pretty much because the K-Mac's first at bat against Shelfie was a first pitch swinging. Then it was 6 pitches to Walt Collin. Then second pitch for the next one in K-Mac's revenge at bat. He pops another one up to Ryan Cohen. Doesn't matter. Shelfie, in a game where nobody's hitting, you got the hit and you got the runs off of Colin fucking Stone. You absolutely deserve this player of the game.
And you got outs before it got scary. Like, you didn't let it get out of hand at all. You're just like, let me get these outs quick and then be done. Give it to Trev.
Exactly.
Close it out.
Hey, you know what? You got any extra of those outs? I'm going to just take them real quick.
I'll take them right.
You know what? Over here, it seems you got an abundance of outs. Let me just take one or two.
A couple.
You know what?
Look at these outs. Oh my god.
Let me just do my stretches and grab a couple of these outs here. Usually,
Peter?
I'm a cabinet guy.
Get that button ready. But don't hit it yet. Yep, that's the one.
I forgot that I had to say something. Sorry. Play of the game.
Play the game. So was that button for you because you had a brain fart?
No,
yeah.
I was making a real joke, and then I was like, "Why isn't he saying anything?"
Look at me jiggle. Oh yeah. It's a duck of the game. Lucenzo Cabanetti, Shelfie. Way to go. You hit a home run, and that was the only thing that really happened in this game besides a bunch of strikeouts. So great job. I had no choice but to do this to you.
You had a choice.
I had a choice. I could have given
Ducks
it to Jack Doyle or something
a
like
high
that.
honor. High honor, Brendan.
High honor. So good job.
Hi, Your Honor.
You schwacked that ball. You made it. What an adjustment. We were saying it, how you looked lost out there. You looked hopeless even. And then you did the biggest thing of your entire career. You sent yourself. This is your Juan Soto home run against the Guardians. You sent your team to the championship with that homer. So maybe you're back. Let's see what happens.
Maybe. I mean, Shelfie, we talk about this as if Shelfie's been batting fucking horribly this year. The league batting average is 389. Shelfie's batting 375. He's right there.
Okay. Still below average, though.
His OBP is above average, whereas, interestingly enough, Trevor's is below.
Huh.
Is that right? How could
Trevor
that
still
be?
sucks at hitting, and we're not realizing it.
Oh, it's because he's not walking very much.
Okay. Because anything better than not hitting at all is
and everybody else is walking a ton.
Yeah.
Shelfie's above average for OBP. His slugging is what's hurting him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, his slugging is doing really well actually. It's above average as well, and it's also above BB5 average, which is lower than current than BB6 average. He really deserves this game. Was the Shelfie game. K-Mac did say Trevor gets carried for, again, I don't think that's the case. I understand why he's saying that because he loves to talk shit.
Yeah.
And Shelfie had a much better game than Trev did. But he didn't really get carried.
Before this game, Shelfie was not carrying anybody.
Right.
But he was slowly progressing to get back to where he was last year. Nobody but his kids.
Hey, how old is Shelfie? Because I'm pretty sure I saw
32.
in a video. I saw in a video recently.
He was also 32.
That it was like, what do you know? Toad from Mario?
Toad from Mario is 32.
Whoa. I can't do a Toad voice. I would, but I can't.
Hello!
He's here, everyone.
He's here. Say hello.
Hey, excuse me, Toad. How old are you?
32.
In a video I saw where it was like, oh, where do you know Steve Martin from? It had a picture. It had like an age below everybody, and Shelfie said 32. But I could have sworn in a Blitzball battle video, he said something along the lines of like, I forget if it was the last tournament. I think it was the last tournament where he said like, in all my 26 years of life. And I was like, whoa, Shelfie's so young.
Yeah. But he's got kids that are like able to walk around and talk and like buy like rent vehicles and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, he has a 23-year-old.
Yeah.
Shelfie, please tell us how old you are. It could be in a DM or something. I got very confused from that video. I don't know if you're 32 or 26 or
DM
something
of the
else.
Number 52.
Yeah, this. My cousin sent me a video of her 5-year-old flipping off the camera. He had 2 popsicle sticks up his nose, and he was flipping off the camera. It's very funny.
I'm going to do the same thing to you.
Congratulations, Shelfie. Congratulations on being our duck of the game. It doesn't come around too often.
Hags.
And Hags, have a great duck summer.
Yep. And now?
Yeah, you always, every time.
Oh, wait, start again. Start again.
You got me. You got me that time. You drinking the water, you got me that time. I really thought the cricket was going to make you laugh.
It did once. I remember. I can't be beat twice.
Can't be beat twice. You know, can be beat twice? Potentially. Oh, okay, no, yeah. Brendan.
It's just the boys say
Forgotten Rotten in the championship could be beat twice.
Oh,
or We Got Ice could be beat once. It's a rematch in the championship, Brendan. And what are you watching for?
I'm watching to see if Shelfie has become the full man he was in Blitzball Battle 5. Has he put it all together? Seems like the mound is progressing in the right direction. So is the bat. Ish.
3 strikeouts. 3 looking strikeouts.
Against MacFlurry power. I mean, I know we're going to see Jack Doyle, but it's not the same duo.
There will be worse pitchers now.
There will be a worse pitcher to face. They'll have to face. Like Zoe is inarguably worse than both K-Mac and Colin. I think he'd agree with that.
But I guess like K-Mac and Colin said this in the end. Who's worse at pitching? Shelfie or Zoe? And that's what this game's going to come down to.
Zoe is.
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Forgotten Rotten, on your championship. That
tears it. No, I don't. I still like to predict this. I think We Got Ice is going to win this with the bats, but I think that Shelfie's going to show up and Trevor is not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's totally fair.
He's going to pitch great, but I think he just I don't see him with the bat at all. He pulls everything foul or strikes out on pitches low and in.
Yeah. Well, I think like he does have to face Zoe.
That's true.
You know, which is like it's not like, oh, easy peasy, but it is like
it's Zoe versus a professional baseball
easier
player.
Than Trev versus K-Mac or Trev versus Colin.
Right.
I got the low hanging fruit. Then I'm gonna say the what to watch for is Jack Doyle. See if he could keep that fucking batting average over 900 end the season. I mean, this is the most incredible run we've. He's
finally gonna get it up to 1,000.
Currently, he is the only player who is over a 2 OPS, and he is very comfortably over a 2. 2.447 is insane. 1.5 slugging. He's one of 3 players over a 1 OPS, and it's him, Zoe, and Colin.
Wow.
I mean, slugging. He's over a 1 slugging. One of 3 players over a 1. Zoe has a 1 exactly. Colin 1.143. Jack 1.5.
Damn.
To even suggest, I mean, this is rude, but to even suggest that anybody besides Jack is going to be winning the MVP is insane.
Yeah, but is he going to do it with an exclamation point or a fart?
Is he going to, if he finishes with a .899, that would be the most deflating thing.
Yeah. But still fantastic, obviously.
Who do you think's going to win, Brendan? It's probably over by now.
Yeah, We Got Ice.
Because we're recording this late.
We Got Ice won. I checked on Twitter, and they won.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
12-0.
1-0. In 4 innings.
Well, I'm going to have to agree with the truth.
I hope they do. I really, they deserve it. I really hope that they do win.
They do. I hope that they win convincingly.
Yeah, me too.
As much as I love Shelfie and I love Trev, I think that it will be a convincing win for We Got Ice. Brendan, if you think it's going to be a convincing win for We Got Ice, what should you be drinking?
If you think it's going to be a convincing win for We Got Ice, you should drink Subtle Tea. It's a drink made by me. You can find it at thesubtlety.com. You can use code HoppyBoys for $2 off your order. You can listen to Hoppy Boys. We'll be putting out episodes eventually. And you can watch on YouTube along with the Blitzball Boys. Subscribe on YouTubes and watch us. Watch us stare at each other for 30 seconds straight with no audio.
How long was it that we were staring at each other?
Maybe like 25 seconds, 30 seconds.
I was like, this is very funny for me and you. but I absolutely feel bad.
It's going to be fun to keep breaking records. We got to keep going further.
We got to keep going further. We're going to do it. We're going to get John Boy back on in an interview during interview season, and we're going to do it with him.
Yep. Okay.
We're going to do the silent treatment with John Boy.
And not tell him what we're doing.
We're not going to tell him what we're doing. We're just going to... And then when he talks, we're going to tell him he loses. You lose.
You lose. You're a loser.
You lose. 1-1-1-0. Sorry, Jimmy.
Try again.
Thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate everything. Please leave your comments below. We've been loving talking to you guys.
We love each other.
I want to say in our last episode, we had a really good comment that both me and Brendan responded to. Usually I don't respond to comments. I did it. Jeremy Raven,
I did it.
Thank you for listening. He asked if there's ever been a better warehouse performance than Jack's current run.
The answer is a resounding no.
I don't think so. I said the only one that comes close, I think, was Sammy Reeser from BB3, but right. I can't think of anybody else. Comment down below. Who do you think was better? Do you think that Colin's run from BB4 was better? That could also be a good shout. Let us know.
Let us know. You'll be wrong.
Thank you again. Beyond that, hug your pets. Brendy, ask me the question.
You got anything else you want to talk about?
Nope.
Bye-bye.
Bye.